All right, go on.
Actually, get this here, get this here, shove this down. I need to get sworn in, I can't do
I
attendance.
swore at you?
You gotta, oh, you gotta, she's gotta read that, and then you gotta sign that. Well, she's gotta
Okay.
sign that too.
All right, you've got to read this.
You read it to me.
Oh, I'm reading it to her?
She's gotta read the bottom part.
Oh, so
And
you
you read the
have...
top part.
Oh, I have to read... How did I do this? Where's the chairman?
I don't know, I usually.
Because you're on the select board.
Right.
Oh!
Yeah.
You're the one who ran for that position.
Okay, so I read this top thing, right? Since I
Yes.
signed it. Okay, to Barbara M. Corliss of Webster, New Hampshire, in the county of Merrimack. Whereas there is a vacancy in the office of the zoning board of adjustment in said town, and whereas we, the subscribers, have confidence in your ability and integrity to perform the duties of said office, we do hereby appoint you to the said Barbara M. Corliss as member of the zoning board of adjustment, of said town, and upon taking the oath of office and having this appointment and certificate of said oath of office recorded by the town clerk, you shall have the powers, perform the duties, and be subject to the liabilities of such office until another person shall be chosen and qualified in your stead.
So, my turn?
I guess so.
She can swear her in?
I read the law. The law says
Okay.
the select
All
board
right.
can do it.
I mean, it's
Barbara.
usually the town clerk.
Yeah, it says
Right.
both.
Okay,
I always went to Michelle before, so, yeah.
right.
Me and Michelle
I-
had this discussion before she left, and we started doing it.
Okay.
It's easier.
Barbara M. Corliss do solemnly swear that I will faithfully and impartially discharge and perform all the duties incumbent on me as member of the zoning board of adjustment according to the best of my abilities, agreeably to the rules and regulations of the town of Webster, Constitution and laws of the state of New Hampshire, so help me God.
Okay. Welcome aboard, right?
For the 12th year.
Just sign the paper.
And you gotta sign on there too.
Oh, yes, I will.
We got so much paperwork to do, it's crazy.
Oh, my God, I'm working at home on
I
paper.
When
heard.
does this term expire?
Never.
They're always
Believe me,
for,
I know.
It's 3-year terms.
It's
They
3
are
years.
3-year terms.
Okay, that's for you then. I don't have to, do I have to
I
sign
have only
that? I
been
signed
sworn
it
in
already.
Sign on the bottom.
Recently.
Oh, I gotta sign it
Yeah,
twice.
because you gotta say you
You've
witnessed
served all
it.
these years without being sworn in.
Right, yeah. I have no idea whether they were been sworn in when I first took the,
How many years you been on this board?
since 1983.
You're gonna
Oh,
fill out
man.
the recorded,
I'm not gonna say what you've been on the board longer than I've been alive.
oh my God!
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
You
Scary.
can't be that young.
All right,
Okay,
baby.
so.
You're on.
Okay, so I guess, I will, so this is a meeting of the Town of Webster Zoning Board of Adjustment. It is,
7:06.
thank you, 7:06. It is June 13th, 2023, and we'll start by having the secretary take attendance.
Marty Bender.
Present.
Robert Drown.
Present.
Barbara Corliss. Dee Blake.
Present.
Guy LaRochelle. And Susan Roberts.
Are both absent.
All right, well, that was good.
Okay, and since there is nobody here to have a hearing, right?
Well,
Well,
I
let me-
think we
let me-
need to make some decision, because we have a certain
Yeah.
amount of days where we have to make a
Right,
decision.
so
think
let me
we're on the 90
state,
days,
first of
I
all, you wanna read what the application
Do you have the
was for?
Pull it out.
I still go back to, it's not quoting the chapter and verse in the zoning code that he's asking for.
No, that's part of the
Well-
problem.
Yeah.
It's one of the problems, it's not all there is. Thank you, dear. Isn't there a notice in here?
That's-
Oh, you want the, I do have a notice too.
If
Like
I'm
that.
reading the,
That's easier to read, I get that, here you go. Well, that's the
I
abutting
could
letter.
paraphrase from this.
Sorry,
Without
wrong
wanting
one.
to.
Yeah, really, that's, yeah, because this is a repeat hearing.
I'm
We don't
trying.
have it.
This is
I gotta
actually a
have it.
continued hearing.
I guess I don't
And I'll
have
state
it.
it for the record
It's
that,
not in your, about that other
The
sheet.
town hall is the only hearing. I mean, this goes over it, but that's the
As
abutter
long as we do
application
it
notice.
according to Hoyle, we're good.
That has the same language in it, I copy pasted
Okay.
it from both.
The board will consider the application from, oh my heavens, Bronco, how do you pronounce it?
DeJulovic.
De
I
Julebic,
think that's how it's pronounced.
for a special exemption for a seasonal dwelling under Article 5, Section 6 of the Webster zoning ordinance. Property is located on map 10, lot 1-117 AB on Brookfield Circle in the Pillsbury Lake District.
okay, and it is now, 7:08, and he is not here. And he was not here, last month either. So we're going to, we'll say that, we have dismissed his application.
With prejudice?
It's not with prejudice, I mean, he can, but he'll now have to, he would have to rehear it, I mean, he'll have to.
Submit.
Hey, yes,
Mm,
right,
yeah.
yeah. And so that's it.
Okay.
And I think,
Makes it easy.
yeah, we'll just call it a day for him.
Well, I will send him a letter and let him know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
We have some minutes to approve.
yes.
I
yeah,
promise.
Right.
Did I send those to everybody? I can't
Well,
remember if I did.
I just,
Mo-
anyway,
Motion to approve.
Can I
right.
have the spelling of my name changed?
You
I am
too.
working on it. All right, so motion to approve as amended.
As
Except for
amended,
Barbara's name.
if you could spell my name correctly, yes, please.
I try.
Oh, Barbara is not, I wondered about that.
Which
thought
did I
Bar-
spell
It's
Fenimore wrong?
B-A-R-A.
Oh,
Barbara, it's three
Teresa has
syllables.
an A at the
That's what I
end,
thought, but then I said, well, maybe
It's
you do,
Teresa.
maybe you do say
Okay.
Barbara.
not
They,
Teresa.
everybody says it that way, but the actual
Fenimore,
pronunciation is three syllables.
N-N-E-M-O-R-E.
So,
That's right, because she, yeah, you're right.
She did it for
Okay.
where is your
I am
name?
in.
theatrical reasons.
Is it on here?
Yeah, also
Oh.
present, yeah. Yeah, I was here last month.
Yes, you
Yeah.
were.
And I will write those down and I will make those corrections.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we-
As far as the discussion, is it
Well-
any guidance or anything that, I mean, I've been here
You've
for
been here
3
3
months.
times.
I've been here.
Right.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find some answers, not for myself, but for the Guyman family, who are probably gonna listen to the recordings.
Yeah.
Is there anything that anybody can help me with?
Well, okay, so, and I guess we can, I'm not speaking for the record, because I'm simply one member of the zoning board. My interpretation of it's not even the statute. There's case law.
Interpretation of the statute.
Yeah. Anyway, my belief is that this has nothing to do for the municipality, the town. This is simply between two or three or whatever, the private owners. And you can argue it out in court. My belief is, from what I was reading, I would say that he has the right to use what still is a private road. And he has access. Because my belief is, there is no such thing as a piece of landlocked.
I don't think that anybody has hindered him or stopped him or said that he doesn't have the right. I'm actually here on recording or whatever else. I want him to build the road. I want him to build a house. I
Yeah.
want him to. I want a road. I want a real road.
Well, that's another thing. You know, does he have to bring this up to a quality road?
Well, that's
And
where
that's-
Marty,
And that's nothing for this.
No,
this
that's a
explaining-
planning board.
well, that's why the
Right.
planning board who was here last month, that took
Right.
the time to be here when he wasn't here,
Right,
that listening to the discussions and the sidebar that were happening over here, and the board, the zoning board, particularly you, Marty, disagreeing with the interpretations of what the interpretations of the law are.
okay, so, again, I would say that I don't believe that it's up to the planning board to say, this is the kind of quality that we have to have for a private road. That's just my belief. You know, I think that since it's a private road, it comes down to, you know, the people who own the private road, which would be,
The abutting landowners.
right. And then you.
Well,
can-
that's the letter
and then-
that-
And then you can fight it out.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you're insisting that it has to be, like a driveway quality, and he's saying, no, all I wanna do is I just wanna be able to get up there, right? If it comes worst to worst, you know, you just have to deal with the court. You know, or you just come to an agreement.
That isn't likely to happen.
Right, probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm just really baffled and confused with the stumps and the rocks that have been buried in that right-of-way.
Mhm.
Because it's not a road, it's just a right-of-way, it's his path,
Right, yeah,
that gets to his property. It just happens to be big enough for a truck to drive up there. He drives his truck up there, and there's cars that do go up there. I wouldn't take mine, but the cars do go up there.
but I don't think it has to be any particular quality.
Well,
I mean, because it's a private road. You know, if this had been accepted by the town back in 1967.
Whatever, yep.
Well, 67, 68, whatever. If the town had accepted it, then it would be maintained. You know, I mean, even if it was a class 6 road, there could be some, you know, maybe some quality that the planning board could put on it. I don't really know what the quality would have to, but anyway, but it's not even a class 6 road. It's simply, it's like what they're calling a paper road.
Yeah, I mean, with his
Yeah.
attorney's letter from 16, you know, his attorney saying
Yeah.
that the abutters
Yeah, Eaton sent.
Tarble.
Yes, right,
to the center, I gave that to everybody
right,
3 months ago,
yep,
that his attorney's saying everybody owns to the center.
right.
His attorney must have known the 68, how that unfolded to where it is now. He must have an idea of what
But
the
it was
laws
never-
are of that.
But the town never accepted it, right? Because it's simply a paper road.
Yeah, I think that that's what Tarbold recognized.
Yeah,
Is because it isn't what it,
Yeah.
all it is the abutters own to the center of the road. I
right,
mean, I don't have the fiscal backing to clear the land. I mean, if anybody's walked through there, everything that went down went on my side. I wish I had representation or Ford representation to get that shit off of my side, not on the other side. He intentionally put all of it on my side. And I hope he's listening to this recording.
right.
Emmett says that that road is gonna be built to a base and a top layer
Well,
for fire protection.
yeah, but there is no fire protection. You don't
Well-
need to have fire protection.
He's not building a full.
Well, if somebody
year-round
It doesn't
gets
even
up
matter, even if he was building a
That's my question.
What?
If you have a landlocked parcel and you're gonna log it, you've got, you know, a 1 every 10-year use of that area, okay? If you were actually going to build something there, and that's what he's proposing, is some
Yeah.
kind of a temporary
Right.
camp.
And it doesn't matter whether it's a
Doesn't the-
camp or a mansion,
I
right?
did bring that
Doesn't-
section with me, and I think it does say that he would have to get the planning board's permission to build on.
I
that
think
road.
that's true. I think if
He
he's
would have to
building
get their
something.
permission, and then he wouldn't wouldn't be able to occupy it until you built it to the planning board standards.
And if
Whatever
somebody gets
standards they
hurt,
set.
I'm thinking that's the way I was reading it, is if he's going to put a structure there for even temporary use, it would still have to have some kind of a roadway to it.
Because
or
even private roads go through planning
Private
board
roads.
approval.
Yeah, this isn't a
Because if they're
logging
part of a
operation.
subdivision, you have to build it up to some standards.
Well, I don't agree, but anyway, it doesn't make any difference, you know,
goes to the
I mean,
planning
really,
board.
well,
Marty, the other thing I heard you say something about an RV camper.
What?
Was there a
Yeah.
discussion?
That's what
of
he's
him-
got up there.
Oh, he
yeah,
does have one up there?
I don't
There's
know.
some
No,
kind
no,
of
no,
fifth
no,
wheel
that,
back there.
I have one. I have a 33 footer on my property.
No, it's in the far back. I can see it from the road. I slowed down to take a
He's
look
got
at
a
it.
van
You
or
might,
something
you might
up
be
there.
seeing mine. Now you got me, that's mine, Barbara.
I would think he would know if his
He had a
neighbor
van,
had
the
a
day that I
camper.
went down there.
I'm looking at the
van or
road he
something.
punched
Hold
through.
hold on. You, like everyone else, Barbara, like everyone else, thinks 587 Deer Meadow, that's their property. That's not the road. That's their property that goes up to my house. I
I'm
have
sorry,
a
but
right
you,
of-
now you confused me even more. 587 Deer Meadow?
Exactly. I drive through their property.
Oh, you drive through the property that's
So when
addressed
you
on
look
Deer
up
Meadow?
there and you see that RV,
Yeah.
that's mine.
Yeah, but the day that I went down there and drove up in, he had a van or a camper or some type up in there.
You can, I try not to look over there. I try not to. I try my hardest. You can only imagine, as he said at the first meeting, to why I try hard to not. But I am gonna go look. But, Barbara,
I
when you
could
go
be
by,
wrong, but it's right up the road he pushed through,
there,
or driveway, or
you
dirt.
can't, you
You
can't
go up
see
that
because.
You can't even
the
see
dro-
his road from.
No, the path that he drives
Yeah.
is on the left-hand side of that telephone pole.
Yep.
That he's gutted through the telephone pole, the
I'll have to
whole
look
back
again on
side
the
of
way
that,
home.
and it goes up through that way. So when you see that RV camper up there,
That's yours.
and it's not even the road,
Yeah,
that driveway goes through the property of 587. That's why I'm saying, build the damn road, because I'll get off their property and I'll turn that driveway into a full-size lawn.
Yeah.
I'll start using the road. The Guymans their father's dead. For a few years now, and he always wanted to build. So you put the road in there, the kids are probably gonna build on it.
Oh, there's another lot, the Guyman's lot.
On the opposite side, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they've had it since I think the 70s, early 70s. He bought the land and was always told, you can't do anything with it. He was always, they pay their taxes. Can't do anything with it.
But here's this applicant who's behind that, and he's doing something.
And then you go back, and I said a month ago, you have Mount Vernon, the property that you looked at the map that looked so wonky, the property, it's because that person who had the property was told they could not do anything on Brookfield Circle. So they combined the two lots.
Oh, okay, so their access is Mount Vernon. Mount
That's the
Vernon, Mount
problem.
Vernon.
Yeah. So now that person, if I'm in that boat, I'm saying, build this damn road, because I'm coming back and I'm asking to subdivide that back to the original plan. I'm just a reasonable, logical thinking guy, I think.
I know, but I don't
But
think.
that's what I'd be
I don't
doing.
think it belongs to the
Between you and the
town.
neighbors.
Yeah.
It's a private issue.
Right.
But anyways, I'll get the
Anyway.
next notice when he comes. and-
Yeah, when he comes, right.
But if he's
Yeah,
not,
he
the
comes.
RV, that's what I heard Marty
What?
was talking about when briefly, there was a discussion about a person having an RV up there.
I
Yeah,
thought that was.
it's mine, so now I am gonna go back home and look out into the woods and see if he's got one out there too, but the one that you saw, Barbara, was most likely
I
not.
don't even think you
Okay.
can fit an RV down that path.
I don't think so either,
Yeah.
I don't either.
Really?
I had to really look for it when I drove. by. It's not easy to see the path he dug through the woods.
Obviously, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll look
All
a
right.
little stronger.
Thank you guys very much.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your
Sorry to
summer,
have so much
guys, enjoy your summer
problems.
if I don't see you.
All right, so who made the motion to approve the minutes and who seconded?
I did.
I'll second it.
Okay. Just wanna make sure I have that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
And then we're gonna close the meeting.
okay.
I don't think we need
But
this. shows we were here, but we didn't vote on it.
Well, we're gonna have minutes, they're just gonna be short.
11 minutes, here.
Yep.
We do need a motion to adjourn, though, I can't make it.
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
I think it's.
Aye.
Unanimous, yes. Thank you very much. I gotta go home and work on
Turn the
Salisbury
camera
papers.
off.
Okay.
That was a nice quick meeting.
Fun and games, I know, I'm like going crazy.
So just to correct.
I got Riverdale
spelling of her
photographed.
name?
I'm just cheesy.
No, I didn't
I
even
might
know it
have
was
about
wrong.
6 photos I
Oh.
gotta go
No,
back
no,
and
I
take one
came
more
because
of,
I'm on
but